Headed on by Timo Werner, and Rafa Varane quickly across there for Real Madrid. Missed 4 games with COVID, both legs against Liverpool included in that run. He was a World Cup winner with France and a vital part of this Real Madrid defence. Good header by Christensen, forward by Kroos. Christensen there again. Kante. Pulisic. Defended by Varane. Chelsea get the second chance. That's a better cross, just a little bit too high. For Timo Werner in the middle. When they break like that, Glenn, they look so dangerous, Chelsea.
Well, they're getting a spare man in there as well. It's suddenly 3v3 and then it's 4v3, and they've just got to pick out the right pass. It's very unlucky. They just can't get any higher, can he, Werner? It's a lovely ball again from Pulisic. They're getting some great position. They've just got to stay strong here. You know, Real Madrid, for 5 minutes after the equaliser, have just started to play a bit, but they've just now, Chelsea, got to dictate the game again, as they did in the first 30-odd minutes, and get back to controlling the ball.
It's a game that's being played in the shadow of the failed Super League. The Real Madrid president, Florentino Perez, continues to pour fuel on the flames. Zidane wouldn't talk about that yesterday. Chelsea are among the clubs trying to rebuild relationships and show remorse. It has been an unwanted distraction to what should be a special semi-final game over 2 legs, and it's certainly serving up excitement so far. Here's Mason Mount, now Jorginho. Madrid's turn to get everybody back. Thiago Silva took a deflection. Chelsea get the corner. He's gone 44 games in the Champions League. Chelsea
gave him a lot of space there, didn't they? They probably know that that stat. But if you give him that sort of space, he'll have a go from there. Gets the deflection and it's a corner. But
Tuchel deciding it doesn't need the hood with the rain still pouring down. Mason Mount out to take another Chelsea corner. Headed away by Casemiro. And then the clearance made in there for Real Madrid by Eder Militao. But don't forget Paris Saint-Germain against Manchester City tomorrow night from 7 o'clock in the Champions League on 2 HD and Ultimate. And then Thursday night you can see Manchester United against Roma on 2 HD and Ultimate, and Villarreal against Arsenal on 3 HD in the semi-finals of the Europa League. It's going to be a yellow card for Pulisic for the challenge on Marcelo.
He was never quite getting there, was he? He was at full stretch, and Marcelo was only too happy to take the foul. There he is. Look, he's in a really awkward position, Pulisic there. Never going to win the ball from that position, and just takes him out. Correct decision, yellow card.
It's been a real stop-start season for Marcelo. He's had 13 different muscle injuries during the course of the campaign. He's 32 now, scored in a Champions League final for Real Madrid. I didn't think the rain could get much heavier, Glenn, but I think it has done.
I think it has, hasn't it? It's getting worse. The pitch looks okay, though. The ball's running, still running correctly. But if it keeps coming down like this, you wonder if the puddles will start collecting on that surface. It's well, look at that.
Christian Pulisic with the yellow card, but more importantly than that, he scored the Chelsea goal tonight. A lot of patience, clinical finish. 6 goals this season now for the United States international. Problem here for Dani Carvajal.
He's almost done it himself, hasn't he, at full stretch?
There's the first sign that the surface might be getting a bit slippy, and there's another one,
the
Glenn.
second, yeah, I was going to say, followed by the second.
That's a good ball to Vinicius. Marcelo then couldn't stop and turn, could he? It is becoming a problem for the players.
Well, you wonder at half-time whether some of these players are going to have to change their studs. You know, it was probably firm at the beginning of the game with no rain on there, and maybe they might have to think about that. It's the equaliser again at that back post, nodded back down. Beautiful touch, great finish, really is.
So strong, isn't he, Benzema? And he's such a good finisher. He's often been in the shadows of others at Real Madrid, but he's been worth his weight in gold for so long. Well, he's more than made his mark tonight. Don't forget to join us for the Premier League match at the weekend. Crystal Palace against Manchester City at 11:30. And then you can see Everton against Aston Villa from 7:30. Both of those matches this coming Saturday. It's all about the Champions League tonight. This fascinating semi-final in Valdebebas between Real Madrid and Chelsea. Good defending by Thiago Silva. Here's Christian Pulisic with lots and lots of space in front of him. Timo Werner. Mason Mount was in a really good position in the middle. Timo Werner deciding to go himself, Glenn, which in hindsight was probably the wrong decision.
Well, if he does go himself and he shoots, he's got to go across goal. You know, there's Mount on the back post. He shifts it, makes a little bit of an angle, but you can't go near post. I think it's poor play, poor forward play there. But again, Chelsea getting through that midfield easily. Once you get through that midfield, and for me, Casemiro's getting ahead of Modric and Kroos in many ways. And there's a great big gap and a hole there. Look, just in this system there, you've got Modric and Kroos are the deeper players, and they've got to sort that out. Consequently, there's spaces like this just in behind that midfield.
Kante slowed down a little bit there by Eder Militao. Here's Mason Mount. Now his England teammate Ben Chilwell. Eder Militao with a good challenge again at the back for Madrid. It's ironic, Glenn, they're playing in the training ground, the Estadio Alfredo Di Stefano. When they finish the Bernabeu, it will have a roof, which they could do with tonight, couldn't they, in conditions like this?
I think Zinedine Zidane would like that tonight, without a doubt. A couple of times that we've seen him on that sideline, but no, it's relentless. It's not, well, 15 minutes into the game, it's not stopped, is it?
Christensen to Azpilicueta. Just caught there by Marcelo, but it's not a foul. Here's Benzema. Modric. In normal conditions, that would have been perfect for Toni Kroos, but of course it's skidding along now on the surface.
Yeah, that's what it's saying. Suddenly, technically, and your weight of pass all changes on a surface like that. A little back flick there from Marcelo. Azpilicueta screaming for the foul before he's even hit the deck. That's the thing, if Modric and Kroos can't get it right, then it just shows you.
Yeah, what chance have the others got? Nice to see Zidane still smiling, despite the fact he's soaked to the skin. Might have had a different look on his face had Benzema not got the equaliser. Dani Carvajal felt that one. Ben Chilwell's got a problem. You can just see in the background there, Glenn, whether he's pulled a muscle.
Yeah, it looked like there was no one, there was no challenge for the ball, or it might have just been hit in an awkward position, shall we say.
Certainly worth keeping an eye on. He's such an important player for Chelsea. Ben Chilwell moving towards the final minute of an excellent first half in Valdebebas. Nacho straight at Azpilicueta. Varane there for Madrid. Here's Kroos. Notice Thomas Tuchel's gone for the cap. Doesn't fancy the hood.
He does like a cap, doesn't he? I've got to say, every time I've seen him, he's been in the cap.
Luka Modric, Dani Carvajal.
You just see there, ball was, Modric has gone deep, and Jorginho went right with him. Didn't let him turn, made him play square, and eventually it goes back to the keeper. And that's where Chelsea have done a good job against that Real Madrid 3 in midfield. You see Cruz there having to go deep again. He's playing almost like a left-sided centre-back to go and get the ball. They just look a little bit that shape. They're not quite sort that out, have they? I think they're going to rely just on that little individual bit of skill like we saw Benzema perform.
Well, there's the half-time whistle, and that was an outstanding 45 minutes of Champions League football. Karim Benzema with a brilliant finish. A lot of strength, he was clinical, it was the equaliser for Real Madrid after Chelsea had gone ahead through Christian Pulisic. A lot of bright moments on both sides. Chelsea will be happy with their 45 minutes in Val